Hi there, I'm Sherry. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This morning, I am going to start a video series that we're going to be doing a devotional every morning. I am starting it a little late this morning because I was going to do it tomorrow, but then I decided, no, I think I need to do it today. So, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to break the book of Psalms, which is a wisdom book in the Old Testament, in the Jewish scriptures. I'm going to be breaking that down to where we cover it in a month. So that's going to be about 3 to 4 chapters a month. Now, granted, some of the chapters are quite long, so we may do less one day, or we may do more less one day and more one day, So I'm going to try to keep this video as short as I can as far as commentary. I'm not going to put a lot of commentary in it, but I am going to read from several different translations. I'm going to read from the Message Bible, and I'm going to read from the Jewish Bible, the Common Jewish Bible, because it is from the very original text, and some of the passages that are a little difficult to understand, they shed it in a light to where it's more understandable than the King James Version or the NIV version. I'm also going to share a proverb a day on this devotional morning, and so that is kind of what I'm doing. These are wisdom books. There's so much knowledge. There's so much understanding in it. There's so much in it in the way we should live that I thought it was just important to be a devotional and to be one of the first devotionals that I did here on this channel. I am going to start doing a devotional every morning. I'm going to try to keep it as short as possible. I know I'm at 2 minutes now, so I'm going to get reading for you. Here is Psalms 1 from the Message Bible. How well God must like you. You don't hang out in sin saloon, which is sin places. You don't sink along dead-end roads, and you don't go to smart mouth college. Instead, you thrill to God's word. You chew on scripture day and night. You're a tree replanted in Eden, bearing fresh fruit every month, never dropping a leaf, and always in blossom. You're not like all of the wicked, who are mere wind blown by dust, without defense in court, unfit company for innocent people. God charts the road that you take. The road they take is to Skid Row. Okay, that's one. Let's do chapter 2. Why the big noise, nations? Why the mean plots, people? Earth leaders push for position. Demagogues and delegates meet for summit talks. The God deniers, the Messiah defilers, let's get free of God. Cast loose from Messiah. Heaven throned, God breaks out laughing. At first he's amused at their presumption. Then he gets good and angry. Furiously he shuts them up. Don't you know there is a king in Zion? A coronation banquet is spread for him on the holy summit. Let me tell you what God said next. He said, "You're my son, and today is your birthday. What do you want? Name it. Nations as a present, continents as a prize. You can command them all to dance for you, or throw them out with tomorrow's trash. So rebel kings, use your head. Upstart judges, learn your lesson. Worship God in adoring embrace. Celebrate in trembling awe and kiss Messiah. Celebrate in trembling awe and kiss Messiah." Sorry about that. Your very lives are in danger, you know. His anger is about to explode. But if you make a run for God, you won't regret it. Okay, that's 2. Let me go to 3. A David psalm when he escaped from his life from Absalom, his son. God, look! Enemies past counting. Enemies sprouting like mushrooms. Mobs of them all around me, roaring like their mockery. Hail, no help for him from God. But you, God, shield me on all sides. You ground my feet. You lift my head high. With all my might I shout up to God. He answers thunder from the holy mountain. I stretch myself out, I sleep. Then I'm up again, rested, tall, steady, fearless before the enemy mobs coming at me from all sides. Up, God, my God, help me. Slap their faces, first this cheek, then the other, your first fist hand and then your teeth. Your fist hard in their teeth. Sorry about that. Real help comes from God. Your blessings clothe you people. That's Psalms 3. Let's do Psalms 4. A David Psalm. When I call, give me answers, God. Take my side. Once in a tight place you gave me room. Now I'm in trouble again. Grace me, hear me. You ramble. How long do I put up with your scorn? How long will you lust after lies? How long will you live crazed by illusion? Look at this. Look. Who got picked by God? He listens the split second I call to him. Complain if you must, but don't lash out. Keep your mouth shut. Let your heart do the talking. Build your case before God and wait for his verdict. Why is everyone hungry for more? More, more, they say. More, more. Have God's more than enough? More joy one ordinary day? Then they get in all of their shopping sprees. At day's end, I'm ready for sound sleep. For you, God, have put my life back together. That's amazing. In all of these scriptures, we see how, we have to really seek after God. Because if we don't, our life becomes chaos. So that is Psalms. Okay, let's go to Proverbs. Proverbs is another wisdom book, and I have read one proverb every day. Oh my goodness, I would say for the last 25 years. And I've learned them, and I take it, I know it so well that I apply it in my life every day, and my life is so much better for it. Because I see people that are stingy, that are selfish, that are dog eat dog, that just run over anybody to get what they want. And when you use wisdom and God's wisdom, you know that you have more than enough no matter what. Okay, let's move on. Wise sayings of Solomon. It's a manual for living. These are the wise sayings of Solomon, David's son, Israel's king. He was one of the first kings over Israel back before Jesus. Write down so well, know how to live well and right, to understand what life means and where it's going. A manual for life. For learning what's right, just, and fair. To teach the inexperienced the ropes, and to give our young people a grasp on reality. There's something here also for seasoned men and women. Still a thing or two from the experiences to learn. Fresh wisdom to probe and penetrate. The rhymes and the reasons of wise men and women. Start with God. Number 1, start with God. Start with God. The first step in learning is bowing down before God. Only fools thumb their noses at such wisdom and learning. Pay close attention, friend, to what your father tells you. Never forget what you learned at your mother's knee. Wear their counsel like flowers in your hair, like rings on your fingers, dear friend. If bad companions tempt you, don't go along with them. If they say, let's go out and raise some hell, let's beat up some old man, mug some old woman, let's pick them clean and get them ready for their funerals. We'll load up on top quality loot. We'll haul it home by the truckload. Join us for the time of your life. With us, it's share and share alike. Oh, friend, don't give them a second look. Don't listen to them for a minute. They're racing to a very bad end, hurrying to ruin everything they lay hands on. Nobody robs a bank with everyone watching. Yet that's what these people are doing. They're doing themselves in. When you grab all you can get, that's what happens. The more you get, the less you are. Lady Wisdom. Lady Wisdom goes out into the streets and shouts. At the town center, she makes her speech. In the middle of traffic, she takes her stand. At the busiest corner, she calls out, simpletons, how long will you wallow in ignorance? Cynics, how long will you feed your cynicism? Idiots, how long will you refuse to learn about faith? I can revise your life. Look, I'm ready to pour out my spirit on you. I'm ready to tell you all I know. It is as it is. I've called, but you've turned a deaf ear. I've reached out to you, but you've ignored me. Since you laugh at my counsel and make a joke of my advice, how can I take you seriously? I'll turn the tables and the joke about your troubles. What if the roof falls in and your whole life goes to pieces? What if catastrophe strikes and there's nothing to show for your life but rubble and ashes? You'll need me then. You'll call out for me, but don't expect an answer. No matter how hard you look, you won't find me, because you hated knowledge and had nothing to do with the fear of God. Because you won't take my advice and brush aside all of my offers to train you, well, you made your bed, now you got to lie in it. You wanted your own way, now how do you like it? You don't see what happens, you simpletons, you idiots. Carelessness kills. Complacency is murder. First, pay attention to me, and then relax. Now you can take it easy. You're in good hands. That's Proverbs 1. Okay, we're on the 2nd of December, so I'm going to go ahead and read Proverbs 2. That way we are on track to finish at the end, the very last of the month. Make insight your priority. I don't know why, I'm just a little hoarse this morning. Good friend, take to heart what I'm telling you. Collect my counsels and guard them with your life. Turn your ears to the world of wisdom. Set your heart on a life of understanding. That's right. If you make insight your priority and won't take no for an answer, searching for it like a prospector panting for gold. Like an adventurer on a treasure hunt. Believe me, before you know it, fear of God will be yours, and you'll have come upon the knowledge of God. And here's why. God gives out wisdom freely. It is plain spoken in knowledge and understanding. He is rich. He is a rich mine of common sense for those who live well. A personal bodyguard to the candid and sincere. He keeps his eye on all who live honestly and pays special attention to his loyal, committed ones. So now you can pick out what's true and fair and find all the good traits. Lady Wisdom will be your close friend, and Brother Knowledge will be your pleasant companion. Good sense will scout ahead for danger. Insight will keep an eye out for you. They'll keep you from making wrong turns or following bad directions, or those who are lost themselves and can't tell a trail from a tumbleweed. These losers who make a game of evil and throw parties to celebrate perversity, traveling paths that go nowhere, wandering in a maze of detours and dead ends. Wise friends will rescue you from the temptress, that soothe-talk seductress, whose faithless to the husband she married years ago, never gave a second thought to her promise before God. Her whole way of life is doomed. Every step she takes brings her closer to hell. No one who joins her company ever comes back, ever sets foot on the path of real living. So join the company of good men and women. Keep your feet on the tried and true paths. It's the men who walk straight who will settle this land. The women with integrity who will last here. The corrupt will lose their lives. The dishonest will be gone for good. Well, it's 13, almost 14 minutes. We read basically 2 days worth because I started a day late on this. What this is telling us is that wisdom, God's wisdom and knowledge is so much more important than anything here on earth. I mean, everything here is temporary. What are we striving for, really? Are we striving to just hurry up to get to the finish line and with someone with the most toys wins? No, we're trying to be more than that. So re-listen to this if you have to, and let it sink into your spirit and your soul, and seek God with all of your heart, and He will be found. He will give you strength. He will give you wisdom. He will give you knowledge that you need for each and every day. Thank you so much for joining me here. I appreciate if you click the subscribe button below, and that way you can know when I'm live. And y'all have a great day today, and remember to look up and be thankful, because God's watching out over you. Bye-bye. Have a great day.